Hi, it's Dorothy Guinan with Scrapbooking Quebec. In this video, I'm going to share my Scrappy kit and plans for June 2023. My kit includes 6 collections that I'm really excited about. I'm still waiting for Vicki Boutin's Where To Next collection to arrive. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you 5 of the 6 collections, including the premiere kit for Mercy Tiara's new kit club. At the end of this video, I'm going to talk about my June YouTube plans, and while doing this, I'm going to show still shots for each one of these collections. So without further ado, let's have a look at what I'm going to be playing with in June. And the first collection I'm going to show you is called Feeling Groovy, and this is the one from Mercy Tiara's brand new kit club. So I'm just showing you the thank you card that came in it. I was really excited about this. I've been following Mercy Tiara on YouTube and on Facebook for many, many years. Like, she is one of the originals. So when she announced she was starting a kit club, I was very, very excited. So now what I'm going to show you is the main kit and the paper add-on. Also available for this collection is an embellishment add-on as well, but I didn't buy that. So what I'm showing you are 12 papers that come in the main kit, a real retro vibe, and most of these come from the Jen Hadfield Flower Child collection. She also mixed in papers from 2 other collections, and you're going to see that in a moment. There are 2 papers from Vicki Boutin's Where To Next collection. This one here with the tropical leaves, along with the next one, which has like travel signs. So this is a real travel themed collection, the Vicki Boutin one. Also in the kit are 3 papers from the Maggie Holmes Woodland Grove collection, and that's what I'm showing you right now. And all of these papers coordinate really, really well. Now I'm going to need some solid cardstock, so all I'm bringing in at this point is 2 different white cardstocks. I'm going to need more. I often use white cardstock on my layouts. At this point, I'm not quite sure which white I need because not all whites are identical. So you're going to see I have an American Crafts one. That's at the top there. That's a little bit more dull than the one underneath, which is a Basil Marshmallow cardstock, which is a bit more of a warmer white. Anyway, I have an example of both in my collection, and I can dig into my stash as I'm creating layouts. Now, before showing you the embellishments that go with the main kit, I'm just showing you the paper add-on. So this is identical to the 12 papers that are already in the main kit. I just have extras. I do like purchasing extra paper when I buy kit club papers. I just like having 2 of each. Now what I'm going to show you are the embellishments that are in the main kit. And this is a bit of a mixed bag, but they work really well together. So for the alphas, there are alphas from Vicki Boutin's Where To Next collection. Those are chipboard alphas with gold and a bit of black outlining. Here is the sticker sheet. Now this is from Jen Hadfield's Flower Child collection. So most of the paper is from that Flower Child collection. Also, she brought in some frames from Pink Fresh Studio. This is from the Spring Vibes collection, and the colors work perfectly with the papers that are on the table, even though I don't have any Pink Fresh Studio in the paper. So I'm quite thrilled about that. In addition to that, there is an ephemera pack, the Icon ephemera pack from Vicki Boutin's Where To Next collection. This one really struck me how well it matched the papers. I was quite thrilled. So for the first kit for Mercy Tiara, she did a fabulous job for matching and coordinating everything in this kit. I'm not going to show you all of the ephemera pieces, but I do want to show you how well it really does coordinate with all of these papers here. I was really quite surprised, and the vibe for it works really well. This is a retro vibe, even though the Vicki Boutin is more of a travel vibe, but I find they work really, really well together. I'm about to pull out the florals that are in this ephemera pack. I'm just so surprised at how the colors work so well together. So I'm quite excited about that. And I mentioned earlier in the intro that I have some Vicky Bouton on the way, but by chance I didn't order that ephemera pack, so I'm quite thrilled about that. Anyway, you can see I have some enamel dots here. Those are from Pink Fresh Studio, and again from the Spring Vibes collection. So I'm really excited to be diving into this collection. For this first collection, I want to show you how I'm going to store this material for the month. I don't do it for the other collections, just this one, because I do it every month, and it's just, yeah, it's just the way I do things, because I am a collection scrapbooker, so I do like to keep my collections together. That way, when I'm finished using it during a monthly kit, it's easier for me to put it away in the stash. So what you see me doing right there was putting my alphas and enamel dots in what I call a communal bin. It is basically a clear plastic bin from the refrigerator section or kitchen section of the dollar store. So in that bin, I keep anything like alphas, enamel dots, or anything bulky, and everything else is going to go into this pink clear-ish plastic envelope, anything that belongs to a collection. So obviously all of the paper and all of the embellishments that are flat that belong to the collection will all go in this envelope. Again, at the end of the month, this makes cleanup easy for me because I store my material by collections. And all I have to do at the end of the month is go through that communal bin, and if anything belongs to a particular collection, I will stick it in the envelope. There's actually a video on my channel where I explain that in detail, so I'm going to link that up below. The next collection is 49 and Market's Vintage Artistry Anywhere collection. For this one, what I bought was the 12 by 12 printed paper pack along with 2 solid paper packs and a bunch of embellishments. So I'm showing you right now the printed paper pack, and when I look at it, it has mostly a blue and a little bit of an orange vibe to it. But here is the solid paper pack, and you can see by the cover sheet there were lots of colors there, and in fact, even though the printed paper looks almost monochromatic, if you really look at it, all of these colors are found in it. So I'm really happy that I have 2 packs of these papers because I definitely rely on the solids to stretch my collections. Anyway, I am moving on to the embellishments here. This is a chipboard title pack. All of the embellishment packs that I bought for 49 in Market this month are kind of new to me. Anyway, I'd never bought those titles before. I'm quite thrilled. They're not that thick. This is really exciting. They are chipboard geotag frames, and the variety in size is amazing. So I'm quite excited about that. Again, in chipboard and not too thick. I don't like really thick chipboard, so I'm quite happy about that. I also bought a pack of rub-ons. There are several sheets in here, and I have not used rub-ons in probably about 20 years, since my early scrapbooking days, because I seem to recall back then they worked horrible. Anyway, in the past month, I've had an opportunity to try out 49 and Market rub-ons. Now I know why people love them. They work fabulously. I'm showing you another embellishment pack. This is called I think it's like a layered embellishment pack. There are like chipboard pieces and punched out cardstock pieces, and there are actual recipes for creating embellishment clusters. Also in that pack, there's some ropes and clips, and you can see it up there in that bag just above the papers that I'm showing you right now. Those are a bit too bulky, but the pieces within the kit look lovely and huge. So I'm probably going to make my own embellishment clusters and not follow the recipes. Now I'm showing you some tickets from the 49 and Market Essentials pack. Cindy B sent me a sampling of a bunch of the different colors. So Cindy, if you're watching, thank you very much. They were sold in different color families, and she sent me a whole bunch of them. So what I did from the ones she sent me, I picked out the ones that went with this collection and I threw it in the kit. I'm also showing you from my stash, I brought in 2 washi tape sticker sheets from past 49 and Market collections. Now I'm changing collections. This is the Simple Stories My Story collection. Now for this one, I bought the collection pack, which comes with 12 different double-sided papers along with a 12 by 12 sticker sheet. But you're going to notice for some of these, I did buy additional papers. I often do that. I am a double-page scrapbooker. I don't need 2 papers of each, but for some of them I like. And I also often buy them for the B-sides. If you look at that orange one there, that would be perfect for matting photos. So that's why I often buy extra papers. I find them great for matting photos and layouts, and it's always the perfect match. So I'm still going through the papers here. And again, for a few of them, I bought 2 of each, but for some of them, I just left them at 1 of each. I am throwing in some cardstock from my stash. So pretty basic here. I have white and black cardstock. I also am going to throw in some green cardstock. That's garden green from Stampin' Up. I find this collection has a very unique color combo. I'm kind of excited about it. I also bought the chipboard sticker sheet, not too thick again, so I'm happy about that. For the ephemera, I bought 2 identical packs, 2 floral packs, and I also bought the enamel dots. I'm throwing in 2 alphas from my stash, one from Vicky Booten, the other is the black one from Thickers called Twilight. Now I'm moving on to another collection. It is called Simple Stories, Simple Vintage Lakeside. Again, I bought the collection pack, which has 12 different papers, along with a 12 by 12 sticker sheet. And once again, you're going to see for some of them, I bought additional papers. This has been in my new material stash since last summer, I believe. I love the collection. I did not use it last year. When I buy new material before I dig into it, I have a special section where I keep new material. And when I want to go shopping, so to speak, I go to this area where I store my new collections and then I pull something from there. And that's exactly where this was. I just didn't have the opportunity to use it, but I knew I loved it when I saw it. Now, to my delight, when I was pulling it out, I had obviously bought the tone-on-tone papers, which I often do. But to my delight, I bought 2 packs at the time, and I'm really thrilled I did. I find the solid papers to these collections really help me stretch my collections. And again, I use these for backing photos, backing layouts, and just toning down some of the prints. So I get a lot of use out of these solid papers. Now I'm going to show you the embellishments I have. So I have the chipboard sheet from this collection as well. Again, not too thick. I'm pretty happy about that. I did buy the sticker book. So this is a much thinner kind of paperweight, a bunch of icons. There are a mix of a few different alphas, some labels, stuff like that. From this book over the past year, I stole 2 different word stickers from it, but that's it. Otherwise, it's brand new. I also have those self-adhesive brads and chipboard collection, and that's a stencil, which is like this netting, super cool. From my stash, I'm bringing in green alphas from Simple Stories, pretty picked through, but I might get a title or 2 out of that. I'm also bringing in those black thickers as well from the Twilight collection, and that sticker book from Simple Stories from the Woods collection. Now I'm going to show you a DIY collection I put together based on a 6x6 paper pack. Now this 6x6 paper pack is from Gina K Designs and it's called Sunshiny Day. Now I've never bought any paper from Gina K Designs and it is a little bit glossy. Usually I don't use glossy paper. The colors, however, are quite vibrant and beautiful and I do find them appealing. So what I'm going to do is turn this into a 12 by 12 scrapbook kit. So you're going to see there I have some paper underneath and I dug into my stash for that. So I have that 12 by 12 wood grain paper there. That's from the Simple Stories Woods collection. I'm also bringing in white cardstock. That is from Basil. And I dug into a bit more paper as well. So I'm bringing in some pink. Those are from Bella Boulevard, from the Bella Besties, I think. So they're basically tone-on-tone pinks, but it goes nicely with that 6x6 paper pack. and I'm bringing in a bit more cardstock. So I have pink cardstock from Simple Stories, and I'm bringing in that lime green as well, and that I think was an old Doodlebug cardstock. Also, I did dig into my stash even deeper for embellishments, and I'm going to show you what I brought out here. I have some alphas. So I have this wood grain alpha book. I showed it to you earlier in this share. That is from Simple Stories. I've had that for a few years. It's pretty picked through, but there still are a lot of alphas in there. Those books have a lot in them. Again, really paperweight. You have to be careful using them. Those pink alphas are a past alpha collection from a Hip Kit collection. And when I was digging through my stash for embellishments, I came across these gold sparkly hearts that I forgot I even had from Coco Vanilla Studio. I thought that would be fun, and that led me to bring in these gold sparkly alphas from Thickers. I also dug further into my stash for some stickers and embellishments. So I found this chipboard collection from a past Hip Kit collection that I've used all the paper from, but I had this left over, and you can see not all of the colors go, but there's green and there's pink, and so all of that looks nice with what I already have on the table. So I may get to finally use up some of these chipboard pieces. And then I'm going to show you another very picked over Pink Fresh Studio embellishment pack as well. This is one of those flare cardstock collections there from a Pink Fresh Studio collection from a long time ago. But again, there's pink in there and green in there, and it looks really well. And this is going to lead me to want to talk about my embellishments, because I store everything with my collections until the collection is gone. And when I talk about a collection being gone, it is the paper. So recently, I took all of my leftover embellishments and put them in these two transparent trays. Now, prior to that, once I had finished a collection, I was putting them in this tray with my alphas, but that was no longer working. It was like I no longer saw the embellishments that were among those alphas. So what I did was I pulled them all out and I put them in these two transparent bins. Again, I get these bins from the dollar store, from the kitchen section, and these are totally mixed up. I have them in no particular order, but basically leftover embellishments that don't belong to a collection. What I found interesting this month is it only took me a few moments to flip through them. And in doing so, I was able to quickly see what I had on hand and add them to collections that I was putting together for my monthly kit. So I'm going to keep it this way for a while. It certainly worked for me this month. I'm not like one of these big organizers, but sometimes just changing things up a bit, for me anyway, really motivates me to use things and maybe makes me see things that somehow got lost in my stash. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this layout share. This is what I'll be using in June. And like I mentioned, I do plan on using Vicki Boutin's Where To Next collection. I really love changing things up every month a bit. It just keeps me really motivated. Now, June's kit is huge, but some of this will be carried over into the summer months. While showing you these still shots, I do want to talk about my June YouTube plans. I will be doing probably 4 layout process videos plus an end of month layout share. Anything more will be kind of last minute and on a whim. As always, if you enjoyed this video, I'd greatly appreciate a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, I would love it if you did. If you are a subscriber, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Also, I rarely mention this, but I like to every once in a while. Sometimes some of you purchase from the affiliate links listed below. I just want to know that I really appreciate it. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon on YouTube. Bye-bye.